where they get the behind the scenes training of what we're doing, plus the actual deliverables that they can get, all so they can win these prizes. Now, on top of this, to make this the most meta thing ever, this video is also something that is for affiliates. So this is the affiliate YouTube video, which is both me explaining how it works, but also showing how the machine is being put together as I'm putting it together. Which, by the way, when you pre-order for the book, if you already have, on the thank you page, there's a button at the bottom. You can hit it and you go to the affiliate sales page. And I'll probably put the link somewhere here or here, somewhere, magic, that you can go to sign up. All right? Very simple. By the way, if you're thinking about this, it's like, okay, what are all the advertising methods that we're using? We're using warm and cold outreach via us reaching out to our existing affiliates to see if we can bring the high leverage people on. Email is also the same thing there. Posting free content, that's what this is, that's what this video is. I'm not running ads to get affiliates because I'd rather just focus on the book and let that flow come in through here. So I guess technically I am running ads to get pre-orders for the book and registrations for the book, but then it ultimately still leads to promoting the book itself if you were gonna do it anyways. And we use all of these core four in order to get the affiliates. And then the affiliates, we then spin the same things for them. How do you make posts? How do you make emails? How do you make ads? So that they can do the same thing for us. So that is the cycle of the core four and the lead getters being done together. You tell people about your stuff, and then other people tell people about your stuff. That's the game. So now that we know what our offer is, and we know how we're gonna build the machine, and we know how we're gonna promote the affiliates, well, we can't just expect that they're just gonna be like, oh great, I'm just gonna magically promote all your stuff. Of course not. And again, this is another place where businesses fall out. So if any of the 3 steps I went over you weren't doing for your stuff, well, you could just stop right there. It's not gonna work. Right? You have to have every one of these pieces if you expect people to actually promote your stuff. You gotta make it worth it for them, you gotta let them know about it, and you gotta make it easy. So what do we do? So number one is we wanna have some sort of onboarding plus activation. The simple thing is obviously, well, you gotta opt in, fine. That's the first thing you do. The next thing is if we can get any other data on the affiliates that helps us out so we can help them out, we'll do that too. The next is we wanna have some sort of fast reward, right? And so the way that we do that is they get their custom link. Because if they don't believe that you have good attribution tracking, they're like, wait, why am I gonna send all this traffic if I don't know that you're actually gonna count it for me? So we have to have a custom link that they know, and we have to demonstrate that we have good attribution. Now, the way that we do that is through a leaderboard. So we wanna show in real time that their stuff is getting tracked and they can know how they stack up compared to everybody else. So the next thing, after we give them the onboarding, they get their custom link, they get attributions, they're like, okay, they're all set up, is we give the collateral. So I talked about this briefly before, but I wanna make this like a very big point because this is where a lot of people fall off again, is that if you expect them to make an entire campaign to launch your thing, good luck, it's not gonna happen, right? So it's like you have to make it fast and easy.